Yeah.
Nigga, you said he has a right to free speech. You gotta be, look.
We draw the line.
Nigga, you said that we are playing dangerous with not let niggas say what they want to say.
He got this nigga to flip again.
Hold on. No, nigga.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Great Deliberators.
What's going on? Whoa.
Oh, do we got some fire today, my niggas?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do, my favorite.
I'm gonna go ahead and forewarn y'all. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that's tired of it, we gonna talk about him again. I ain't even gotta say his name. You already know. Nah, don't even say his name. He who shall not be named. You know what I'm saying? But my man, every week keep dropping fire. He keep bringing.
He's the gift that keeps on giving.
Unnecessary attention to himself.
Hey, you ever see like that horror movie? Like you looking in the garage and you see the boogeyman like right in front of you, and then you hit reverse and then you turn around to back out the garage and the nigga right behind you. Like how did you do that?
That's dead ass what it's like, bro. Like to get away from Kanye, you would literally have to like destroy every TV, phone, computer screen, everything in your house, bro.
Listen, to get rid of Kanye, my nigga, is Thanos level snaps. Like that. Get rid of Kanye. But you'll find a way. There'll be some type of semblance of Kanye.
Dead ass. That nigga gonna go collect the Infinity Stones and bring his ass back. Just the spirit of his ass is gonna go.
Kanye is fucking Mewtwo, nigga.
Oh man, that nigga is PR, bro. Like he
right now,
like
he definitely missed the content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he definitely missed the content.
Dead ass.
You know he's going on Aiden Ross's channel. It's like this white boy YouTuber. He's going on his channel. They just solidified a date, I think, a couple of days ago.
He just trying to get in front of a mic, nigga.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing right now. It's like, who's going to let me speak? Not just let me speak. Who's going to let me just get my roll out? Damn. And the thing is, he's going on there with the mask. What do they call that mask? I don't know what they call it. But I think where he's like his whole head completely covered. Yeah. Man, this dude, he goes on there, gets all the attention. Hey, but hold on. We got a whole segment.
Yeah, let's not
get out of hand right now.
All right, so come on. So now we're going to go ahead and get into this real quick. We got a couple of segments. First one here up. I'm going to go ahead and drop this Would You Rather. So I know you heard the question already. I don't know. I'm waiting for this. You might likely heard it. But anyway, so the question is, this was popular about a year ago. And niggas, the internet went crazy arguing over it. So it's Would You Rather have $500,000 or
man, give me $500,000. Fuck the dinner.
A dinner with Jay-Z.
Fuck the dinner, man. Fuck the dinner.
I am
$500,000.
100% in agreement with you. And let me explain why, okay? And I mean this wholeheartedly, right? And this may be a super controversial take, but I would tell you that I would rather take a dinner with somebody like Davis over Jay-Z because Davis
is hungry and is on the grind.
Understands where I would be coming from. Yeah. Like to even make this shit make sense, right? Because my cousin brought up a good point when we brought this question to stop the foolishness. He said, well, he's a big believer in making connections. And that shit makes sense to a certain extent, right? Yeah. But the thing is one, Jay-Z's level is about making connections with people who can mutually benefit each other. You ain't gonna make a connection with Jay-Z, my nigga. Yeah. You's a fan who decided to have a dinner with that nigga and didn't take $500,000. He feels bad for you. He's probably gonna pay for your dinner, but then after that, that's the end of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think the percentage of you turning the $500,000 into something versus the percentage of you turning this dinner into Jay-Z into something, I definitely feel like you have a way better percentage of freaking that $500,000 than you doing anything with the dinner. Not saying that there's not some people who can like capitalize off the dinner, right? But I feel like the people that would capitalize off that dinner is a very small percentage, and you'd have to do everything right.
Less than 1% of 1%.
Like you have to do everything right. Pretty much what the question is asking is that would you rather like hopefully get some game from Jay-Z?
I can answer that too.
Get some game from Jay-Z or just get $500,000 cash. I can understand why somebody may say get the game from Jay-Z, but I think you have to be very careful because Jay-Z, just like you said before, it's not going to be able to just help out every single person out there, right? Yeah. If you're an artist or you're somebody up and coming or something like that, you might say, man, fuck that 500. You might be a broke artist. You might be Davis
And 500,000 might not do you enough. What Jay-Z can probably like expedite the process of how you blowing up. Right?
Yeah.
I think
somebody
that's the key though. What you said, because
but somebody like me or you or whatever the case may be, look, nigga.
It's who you are. It's exactly who it is.
Give me the 500,000.
I easily can do more of that.
I'll pay off some shit
easily,
and
we can grow from there.
Yeah,
like nigga,
who you are and where you at right now. You know
but not even that though. I don't think people understand. I don't know how much game Jay can really give me because Jay became the man he is once he was already a millionaire. He became a rapper, right? He was already a millionaire. Then he started making his influence into the business side of things. He ain't come from the garage, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but not see.
I'm saying, but he came from that, like being a rapper though, not building a business.
This is what I'm gonna say. I think Jay-Z can probably give game to a lot. Anytime you touch $1 billion, you have unlocked. Life, like as we know, like especially from a business standpoint.
I don't think it's the same though.
Yes, I do.
Hold on, but real quick, the reality is
he started on third base.
There's some game that you can't apply because you haven't got to that point yet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying Jay-Z really don't know what it's like.
I'm gonna put it like this:
to build from the ground up.
What he's saying, but if Jay-Z were to walk into this room, I think he'll be able to give us some game to get this thing like up and running expeditiously. You know, rather than us just doing it by ourselves.
I think where we at, I'm not listening. Let me not say he can't give us no game, dog, but I feel like what he would be more apt at doing at this level that we at, he could probably give us like a push or a helping hand, but to give us game that we could like it would be tangible, something that we could turn into something. I think there's some steps we'd have to take before we can get to that point where it's like, okay, all right, I see what Jay-Z was talking about. I see what he meant.
I'm thinking he can give you game once you hit a level. You
exactly.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have to, levels.
I'm saying like it's this perception that everybody, it's this perception that everybody that's successful has a lot of game that they can give you, and I just don't agree with that. I mean, like we know that Donald Trump is a failed businessman, you know what I'm saying? But like if it weren't for the people around him, he would be broke as shit.
I think Donald Trump might give you some game too, though.
Huh?
Man, listen.
Donald Trump don't own nothing.
Okay, they're doing his taxes and shit right now. Listen,
he just got.
I think there's like 15 counts of tax fraud right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm just saying, to me, it was always a question that didn't make any sense because you could do way more with 500,000 than any amount of game that you're probably going to get
easily
from.
I'll be real with you. With $500,000, I'll probably find my way to get to a dinner with Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like with that money.
Like come on, or at least into the same room eventually.
Exactly.
Like in a ball or some shit. Okay. All right, quick take on that. All right, up next, man. So it begins, y'all. Nick Cannon recently. I seen today. I think it was either the Shade Room or it don't matter. It's gonna circulate to every blog, you know what I'm saying, social media platform eventually. But so Mariah Carey is asking Nick Cannon to spend more time with the twins. On a count from 1 to 10. How shocked are you that is now a thing?
No, I'm not shocked at all. I'm not shocked at all. I mean,
everybody's seen this coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you're having kids, like, listen, literally
at the rate
back to back,
like 3
at
a year.
Some point, some kids are gonna get slept on, or at least the mothers are gonna feel like if you got time out here, if you got time to be out here doing all this fucking, man, you need to come. You know what I'm saying? Say hi to these kids, man.
I'm gonna hit you with even more than just that shit. If Nick Cannon only had the 2 kids he had with Mariah Carey, and they were still living together, still married, he would find it hard to have enough time to spend with his kids. And this nigga has kids in 5 different households.
You're right, man. And he's working. Like,
working.
Yeah, he's on tour.
Nick Cannon is on a radio show and a podcast every time I get on the internet.
Not to mention he's on tour. Wild 'N Out is a touring act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just sold MSG out. You know what I'm saying? This is a sold out Madison Square Garden.
I don't know, man. The whole I don't want to speak on dudes. Like whatever he does is his business, but it's ridiculous that he's out here having all these baby mamas.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but it's believable because
it's definitely believable. He's leaning into the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Nick Cannon, and I've known this for a while, is one of these niggas like, and I don't like.
borderline extreme, like extremist.
Well, the way I wouldn't call it extremist. For me, I've always like considered them like niggas who kind of like on the fringes,
go against societal norms.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They just believe shit that's just a little. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of the most of the shit that you believe in, you know what I'm saying, as far as it pertains to me, is harmless. Like
very much harmless.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's harmless, but to me it's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying, my nigga?
But just why?
Okay, so like here's my thing, right? Because I know a couple of people like this in life. I mean fringes. I mean like the type of niggas that like
just I'm gonna have as many baby mamas as possible, have as many kids as possible.
See again to people like this, right? Because I know,
but you gotta understand there's a whole
forming a legacy and
but there's a whole idea behind it. There's a whole I don't even know the word you use it, but there's like a mantra, like there's like a reason why he lives like that.
What's the reason?
It's like I'm sure it's got to do something like, you know, it's a man's job to spread his seed and the all over. I'm sure it's something like that.
I'm lumping all these niggas to one thing, and these niggas that beat to the rhythm of their own drum, you know what I'm saying, or go against societal norms. I feel like personally, and it's just me, right? And y'all can feel however you want to feel, that to a certain extent, they almost just take on a persona of just wanting to go against societal norms just to be different. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've always been of the perception that irregardless, no matter how you feel about anything in life is, right? There's
that's not a word. That's not a word.
Okay, well, I made it a word. Regardless of how you feel. Oh, motherfucking Oxford Dictionary over here, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel about anything in life, right? There are certain universal laws that govern all of us, right? Yeah. Like, we didn't need the Bible or ever needed a law to tell us that killing was wrong, right? Like, we understand that the taking of a life is something that's wrong to do.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, I don't know, man. I don't know if that doctrine was not...
I mean, if we grow up with killing as a normal thing...
But see, it never became a normal thing because it was already wrong.
It's not true. Like,
what do you mean?
From the primitive times, like, bro, it was eat or get ate. And so, I mean, niggas was doing...
Pause.
Who decided it was wrong? Who decided it was wrong to kill?
Listen,
you get what I'm saying?
That's a great question.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't tell you who decided, but I know growing up, it was something definitely taught to me. Like, killing is bad. It's not. It was not.
But again, right? Why was it taught to you?
If we were animals, if you got to realize, animals go out there in the wild, they kill each other pretty easily. We do it now in Chicago.
Okay,
with this concept of like, all right, killing is bad. If they didn't have the Bible, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, there's very much.
It's deeper than the Bible, though. It's deeper than the Bible, though.
The doctrine of like being taught that killing is bad. We could.
But that's what he's saying, though. He said, "Where did that come from?"
No, I'm saying there's always been a barbaric nature that's a part of humanity. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But we understand that barbaric nature is only based out of the fact that you're fighting over resources.
I don't know, man. We just
you see what I'm saying?
But again, right there, you're fighting over resources, right? That's the reason why it's bad, or I mean, that's the reason why you do it. But what if we live in a world like where, you know what I'm saying, we don't have, you know what I'm saying, all these amenities where, you know, everything is about just fighting for resources.
Well, then that can be a separate argument as to whether or not, but even still, we don't live in that world, so it's hard to tell.
But that's what I'm saying. So again, as someone, when you have all these amenities, so I feel like you do have to teach someone that killing is bad. Like, it's not about like, you know what I'm saying, survival of the fittest.
I don't know. I'm going to disagree, but that's why we do this. Anyway, getting back to the point here, I just feel like personally, these people, they go against societal norms and it almost comes a part of their identity. I fully believe Nick Cannon is only having a shit ton of more kids because like he just keep getting popping up and niggas keep finding the issue with it. So it's all like, I'm gonna show you.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it time and time again where like people just, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas show up wearing some weird shit. Oh, niggas kind of for being weird. Next thing I know, this nigga's wearing even weirder shit the next week. It's like they blend into this thing to just be different to garner attention. And that's how I feel about niggas like Kanye West and Nick Cannon. These niggas just want to exist outside of the societal norms to be different.
Okay, listen. I mean, if we're talking about this whole like fashion, whatever,
two
all
more
that
minutes.
Shit, okay.
Not just fashion.
But listen, the thing is I feel like fashion is definitely different from.
But I'm not talking about artistic nature though. I'm talking about like their way of living.
Yeah,
like
So if we're talking about like societal ideals, then okay, all right. So I definitely feel like
I just use the person dressing as an example.
I understand. So if we're talking about societal ideals, what I would say is you can believe it's not even that you can believe what you want to believe. The reality is you believe what you want to believe. You know what I'm saying? There's like your beliefs are a choice.
Yes.
Like there's no like, okay, this is the truth. And the truth, has shown itself and I have no choice but to believe it. No, you know what I'm saying? Belief doesn't work like that. Because someone can show you the truth and give you undisputed facts, gospel, and you can still go against that and say, no, I believe this. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's what you want to believe.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that Nick Cannon, Kanye West, all of those people that just kind of live out on the fringes, Kyrie, Irving, all of them, they believe what they want to believe, and they've done it for so long that I feel like whatever gospel that he read from that told him that, he must spread his seed, he must, walk this earth and lay with as many as he can. Okay. I believe that he believes that, and whatever comes with that, I believe he believes all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is just facts. Like when you hear Kyrie talk, you know he really believes that shit. Yeah. When he says the earth is flat or whatever and shit like that, dog, I honestly believe that he thinks that shit is real.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a valid argument as well. You know what I'm saying? To me, I look at Kyrie and Nick a little differently. I haven't seen Nick give a fucking interview on why he's doing this, and you're probably hitting it spot on. I just think that like niggas, in my opinion, niggas who go against the grain, it seems like they feed off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think he definitely feeds off of doing what he's doing. He knows that it's getting attention, all of that kind of stuff. But Nick Cannon, we shouldn't like project anything negative on what he's doing. Like you said, it is not harmful. So if he's
harmful, dog.
I mean, no. I don't think it's necessary.
Your point of view, it depends on your point of view.
Intentionally, then no, not intentionally harmful.
What do you think is harmful about it? That maybe the kids are not getting raised.
Absolutely,
yes.
Okay,
but this is what I'm saying.
We know how much that matters. There's a shit ton of studies.
Do we know that he's not like?
He's saying that you're not physically even possible. It's not even physically possible for you to be like attending. You know what I'm saying? The way you should be to each and every single.
I understand.
His kid's gonna be good. If these kids see him 10 times a year, it's gonna be amazing, dog. With the way this man works, unless his exit plan is in the next 5 years.
Why are these women continuing to just have like?
Come on, man. You know people are easily manipulated. I mean, they got coats.
No. Hold on. Because manipulation is a strong word, sir. I don't feel like he's like tricking them into like, giving them the pussy. It's not a trick. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You can manipulate any. You don't have to necessarily trick, but manipulation exists in every form of life.
It's not manipulation. Like
I don't think it's
not when I'm like. They
know what they're getting into.
It's facts.
I mean, that's possible too. But I'm just saying, like he acts like, why would the women do it? I mean, there's a million reasons.
It's not manipulation, bro. It's not manipulation. Not manipulation.
But how do you know that?
Dog, because it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If Nick Cannon come talk to you, the first thing in your mind is this nigga trying to get me pregnant.
No, can they not be?
So it can't be manipulation.
Can they not be manipulating him?
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, at this point, listen. Maybe you could have said the first couple or whatever.
Wait, just for the record though, I don't necessarily even think he's manipulating them. I do think that like he's just finding women who are open. Necessarily open to his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
But at the same time, I'm not ruling him manipulating them out though. Like I'm not ruling that shit out.
Polygamy is where they have multiple wives, right? Multiple children.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much what he's doing, but he's a famous. I mean, it's like
possibly
you can have multiple children in any kind of. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a polygamist to have multiple children.
But they're agreeing to it. So to a certain extent, it's kind of a form of polygamy, if you ask me.
It is a form of polygamy.
Polygamy is marriage.
I got that.
This is like polygamy light. Like, all right, we're not
polygamy light.
We're not married, but we all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we together, nigga.
Listen, dog. Nick Cannon is just is a Rolling Stone. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. It's very simple. You can manipulate the first one. You can manipulate the second one, dog. But when we get down to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, it's not manipulation. Like, this is what it is.
I don't know.
Are you cool with it?
I don't know.
I'm cool with it. Come on, let me put something in there.
How do cults happen?
I mean, okay, cults.
You playing the people's weaknesses.
But cults are manipulation. Yeah, cults are manipulation.
So, all right, 15 seconds.
You think this shit is a cult?
Listen,
I am not ruling out it being a cult either.
Listen, you know how we were just talking about the niggas that live on the fringes? I think Rav might be one of them niggas. Come on, man. I think he's like one of them undercover fringe niggas.
I am not ruling out the possibility of this shit being a cult.
This nigga is a certified baby daddy.
This nigga Rav described himself. He
the
said,
gospel of Nick Cannon.
That just likes to go against the grain just to go against the grain.
Listen, man, I'm a man that can believe anything at this point. That's all I'm saying is if you walked in here and you told me you believe it's a cult, you believe it's just them, you know what I'm saying, existing in some form of polygamy, and me saying like this nigga's just being different because he feels like being different, I rock with all three scenarios, my nigga. Like either one ain't wrong to me.
This is pretty much like when niggas practice polygamy, bro.
It is.
That's all that is.
I think that's the closest to it, though. Honestly,
pretty much.
I don't think this nigga is doing anything wrong. Is he doing stuff that's like ethically questionable? Maybe, but I don't think he's doing nothing wrong. He's not doing nothing illegal. He's not.
Because his children could grow up to be like just great citizens.
They're gonna hate him though.
Man, listen,
I think so.
Absolutely. No, listen to me. You go find anyone who never got the time to spend with their family, and find me one child that was all like, "Yeah, I'm cool that my dad was never around." It doesn't exist, bro.
I'm not gonna say that they're gonna hate him. I
don't know, man.
I am.
Listen, I'm sure he's gonna have some kids.
I feel very strongly about
that. I'm sure
that.
he's gonna have some kids that are gonna grow up uber successful and love their father, though. But listen, I believe that.
Let me tell you this: there are kids out there who have their dads in their lives and say the same shit. Like,
okay, all right, that's a good point too.
I mean, look, we'll find out later.
We'll find out.
If they need therapy, I'm just fucked up.
I'm just saying. So it begins. I don't know if they're gonna need therapy, but I can easily see these kids growing up being all like, you know what? I just don't rock with my dad.
Nick Cannon even like squeeze into the schedule like that? I don't even have Nick Cannon on. How did he even squeeze into the schedule?
He hit it last minute.
Yeah. He hit it last minute with the
Okay. We need to get a sign that says Omaha.
Omaha.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get into Deion, who also got the internet going nuts.
Yeah. It must be the money.
All right, so Deion. Deion, 3 years at Jackson State.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Which I ain't even gonna lie to you. To me, that was a long time.
Yeah. 2 years. 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated.
Yep.
Swag, back-to-back swag championships.
5 losses.
Yeah.
5 losses in total.
5 losses.
Check this out. His original contract was $1.2 million for 5 years. Not only that, but he donated half of that salary back to Jackson State.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for you, baby.
Back to Jackson State.
That's for you.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's left, you know what I'm saying, to go to Colorado. Signed a 5-year, $29
as he should
million contract.
As
you know what I'm saying?
Get paid.
All right. All right. So how do we feel?
Okay, can I start?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So, as I completely agree with the Colorado move. $29 million?
Of course. Ain't nobody backing out of $29 million.
I don't even care about the money.
Okay, but let me say this though.
Go.
He's absolutely a dickhead though.
He's
absolutely a dickhead
there
though.
There we go.
And let me tell you why.
Let me hear this.
And let me tell you why.
Let me hear this.
Because this man came to HBCU Jackson State swag. I am swag.
Yeah.
Saying that he was gonna be their Messiah.
That's what he preached.
He said, "I'm gonna change HBCUs forever.
Put him on par with PWIs."
He said, "When I'm done with this 5-year, $1.5 million contract, I'm gonna sign another $5 million. I'm gonna sign another 5-year contract." He said, "I'm gonna be here for 10 years. I'm gonna be here forever."
He said it.
He said he was going to be at Jackson State forever, man. He said he was going to change HBCU.
Yeah.
He came in as the Messiah for black schools sports programs, dog.
Now, in fairness, he did get them sponsored by Under Armour.
Yeah,
got him a new
did.
private jet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
he did.
a new practice facility.
Yeah, he did.
Upgraded the locker rooms.
Yeah, he did.
You know what
He
I'm
did
saying?
that too.
And he did bring attention to the SWAC.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And
Conference.
listen, again,
And overall, you know what I'm saying? HBCUs as a whole. So,
listen,
in which case,
let me say this. I agree with the move. My nigga, make the move. But was you a dickhead?
No.
Yes.
I'm going to agree, though.
You was a dickhead.
Hold on, let my nigga get his counter argument in, dog.
Go ahead, but he was a dickhead.
That don't make you a dickhead. Look, even take out the money professionally. I'm pretty sure that he wants to be an NFL head coach.
Maybe.
If there's any coach out there, as y'all know, I'm an Eagles fan. I mean, I bleed.
I'm about to bust this shit up. But go ahead, get it out.
I bleed green. You know what I'm saying?
Bleed it. Yeah.
If there's any team that I would root for outside the Eagles, it is a team that this nigga is coaching.
Okay.
All right. And the only way for him to get to
We ain't
the
rooting
NFL,
for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, my nigga?
Nah.
Damn.
Let me know when you're ready so I can bust this shit up.
But the only way for him to get there is that he has to get to, you know, these PWIs. And he needs to compete with schools like Alabama, at least in the Big 12, Texas, A&M, as far as them being the SEC, ACC teams. You can't do that shit in this way.
I mean,
it's not happening. Even with the 2 years undefeated record, nobody's gonna respect you as an NFL head coach.
Okay, but listen,
I got you. But hold on,
if you're able to take Colorado, take them to the college football playoffs for 1 year, you may get a shot as a Jacksonville Jaguars head coach. You know, shout out to the old Eagles coach over there. But just you get what I'm saying, a team that needs a coach, the coach might pick up a guy like him. So professionally, that's the only move to make. You can't commit 10 years to the SWAC and then hopefully try to get to the NFL.
Yeah.
The next 7 ain't promised.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
obviously, if you're able to, you know, put in an additional 25, 28 million, somebody's willing to buy your contract out. Yeah. Look, who not doing that? And you can call it a dickhead move, but this is America. Who is not doing that? Who is not taking, you know what I'm saying, a 2,000% increase in their pay?
I got
job.
Now, hear me out here, though, because before you go, it doesn't bother you at all on any level that this man came in preaching about how, like, he was going to be, you know what I'm saying, how he was going to build the HBCU, put it on par, do all that. He came in preaching that rhetoric. It wasn't asked of him. He wasn't recruited. He didn't sit down with any athletic directors. They ain't say, hey, Deion, we want you to come here and build a swag up. He went and applied for the job, took the job, came in preaching that rhetoric, and then in 3 years left like it was just all business. Like he wasn't preaching, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm here to save this place.
Tag me in.
And save HBCU.
Go ahead. You got the mic. You got the mic.
Okay. So listen, let's break this down, dog. Let's break this down. All 3 of us, right? We get an apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nice little 3-bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Fly shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, we all got jobs, but neither one of us can hold this motherfucker down by ourselves. Yeah. Neither one of us can hold this motherfucker down with just the 2 of us. All 3 of us need each other. Yeah. Right? Now, for whatever reason, I can't put my name on that lease. Yeah. For whatever reason, I can't put my name on the lease. Y'all niggas put y'all name on our lease. I slide up in there. We living. We doing good. I said, hey, man, listen, I'm going to ride this whole lease out with y'all. Whole 5 years, y'all. Yeah. I'm going to do this whole 5. Yeah. I slide out after 3. Yeah. Because you can go to a better, nicer apartment. Man, I got me a super live apartment. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? Yeah. Super live junk. And we need you. You know what I'm saying? I left y'all niggas. I told y'all I was going to be here for the whole 5. I did. I promised you. Man, I'm going to come in here. Listen, we finna live in this motherfucker, dog. Yeah. And we going to live good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring all type of hoes in this motherfucker. Nope. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Listen. I'm a married man. I don't have a wedding ring on today. Listen, it's finna be live up in this junk. Live at 5, baby. You understand?
I get what you're saying. I hear it.
3 years in. Hey, y'all cool, baby. Y'all cool. But I got my own shit. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with y'all. All right, so let me I wish the best for y'all. All right, do you mind if I
hold on, wait. So before you get tagged back in, hear me out here. All I'm saying is this. I'm never gonna, as a man that has a family and provides for that family, I ain't never gonna knock a nigga for taking more money. Ever. I said he did the right thing. But I will say that, one, it just sucks the way he did it. and the message that he was preaching, because to me, I get it, right? Like, my man wasn't getting paid, and obviously the career advancements from staying at a HBCU really isn't the same as going to a predominantly white institution.
Thank you.
Or Power 5. But what I will say though is it just felt like the way he talked that it wasn't about the money. You know what I'm saying? That it wasn't about...
First off, the first thing I led with was, I don't think... Obviously, this is a lot of fucking money. He probably didn't get paid $29 million in his whole NFL career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I might be completely wrong about that.
I don't know. $29 million is a lot to leave on the table.
But that's just to say, like, how much money these people were not making back then compared to what they're being paid.
Yeah, for sure.
NFL coaches ain't even making what he making.
$29 million is...
Yeah.
Hey, you need to get that bag for sure.
For sure.
But... When you look at an individual who took a job and pretty much saying, okay, you guys are willing to give me $1 million, I'll take 500,000.
Yeah.
All right. And in the 3 years that I'm here, I'm gonna get y'all a deal.
Yeah, but you never told him that.
I'm gonna get y'all a deal. Listen, he builds you, mind you, when your analogy of being in an apartment, y'all were already there. The apartment already existed.
No.
Let me land.
That's not what did I say? Repeat what I said, please.
We went and got the apartment together.
We went and got the apartment together.
But I'm using it in this aspect.
Yeah, gotcha.
The JSU football program already existed.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it wasn't flourishing, but it already existed.
Yeah.
He came in and turned it around.
Yeah.
The culture, everything. He put HBCUs on the map. I'm watching First Take, you know what I'm saying, Just In, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? PTI. And you're seeing JSU at least once a week, you know what I'm saying, on these programs. He's putting these programs on the map. He's taking half of his check.
No, I got you.
Half of his check.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? And saying, hey, I'm going to give it right back to you guys because that's how much I want y'all to flourish.
Yeah.
Now, what was presented to him was what was never presented to him when he started.
But hold on real quick. But listen,
this is why
that's not what's in question.
This is why I don't call it a dickhead move. It would be different to me if he had an opportunity like to go to Colorado, didn't take it, decided to go to JSU, and then flipped up on them and went to Colorado. He was never being even respected as a head coach.
I get that.
So we all knew, anybody with a mind knew that if he succeeded at JSU, it was going to be a stepping stone to his next situation.
I don't know that. I didn't even know he wanted to coach, to be honest with you.
Listen,
he wants to coach.
I didn't know he wanted to coach prior to going to Jackson State.
He was coaching high school.
Yeah.
But listen, that's the key thing right there. And I think what Bomani Jones...
I follow this.
But I thought he was coaching high school because he just wanted to like be in his children's life.
I mean, yes and no. Like he wants to do this.
Bomani Jones said it best. Shout out to Bomani Jones, one of the smartest men.
Yeah, he is.
I seen the
most articulate.
I'm talking about this. That is an analyst, boy.
I seen the clip.
So look, shout out to Bomani Jones. He said it so right. He said, "Listen, this man wanted to head coach, but he didn't want to be nobody's second. He found a spot that he could be a head coach and take off, show what he's good at." So that he can go get a real head coach job. Not knocking JSU, but at the time that was his stepping stone. He could have went and took a Colorado job as an assistant head coach. He could have took a job.
That's obviously what occurred though.
But the issue with what the issue with what Deion Sanders did, dog, was that he came in there preaching this shit like he was going to be a messiah.
So that just means nothing to you at all?
I mean, dog, you
not
can't
even a little bit.
And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's not about the fact that he took the Colorado job, dog. Is what I'm telling you is what I'm asking you is
not even a little bit.
Listen, the everything that he preached to JSU and JSU's community and HBCUs just in general, like, are we're throwing that shit away? I'm not saying he did anything wrong with taking the job, but as far as how you did it, dog, definitely dickhead move.
I don't think he did anything. Look, man, I think
definitely dickhead move,
dog. Because you need to go watch his first interviews.
No,
first year
he followed this shit. Listen,
first off, listen. Anytime you are coaching in football, the one thing they will tell you is that you got to recruit. And if you're going to go into a living room of any of these, you know what I'm saying, parents' homes, especially at the time when they did not have the NCAA rule that they have now where they can just jump into a portal and you're on the next move.
Yeah.
He went into he has to be able to go in there and say, hey, look, if your child comes here, whether it takes 4 years or 5 years to graduate, okay, I will take care of him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. And obviously the landscape change as far as the portal, which makes it to where he's like, look, for some of these parents, I will be able to still take care of you. He made it very clear, hey, some of y'all gonna get into this portal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help some of you are not. He kept it real. He kept it real.
He did not keep it, but he was not preaching that.
But at the time he did not have the opportunities that he had now. There was no door.
But that's what makes it fucked up. It's because he was only preaching that shit because he didn't have opportunities.
Given the information that he had at the time, that's probably what he felt.
No.
Given the information that he had at the time,
I can't say that.
Hold on, you're talking about if I will say,
I'm not gonna sit up here and call his move fucked up.
I will,
because I'm telling you
it's not fucked up, but
that's ultimately what y'all are saying.
I'm saying he didn't keep it business. He didn't keep it business.
But listen,
I disagree. I think he kept it 100% business.
Now, hold on.
No, he did not preach that when he first started.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying that he could have I'm not even going to say that he could have did it a different way, right? This might have been the only way he could have done it.
I mean, it is the only way.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
A new job.
But what the reality is, my nigga, when he set out to do this shit, my nigga, especially knowing that something in his head, my nigga, he really had no intention of being in a fucking HBCU for 10 fucking years, my nigga. That's definitely a dickhead move. You had no choice. You have no choice. You're not finna get a job at Colorado just coming out to your fucking couch.
And this is my point here. If he kept it all business, like, yo, I'm here and to build JSU up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to bring the best recruits, build this program up, you know what I'm saying? And it's known that like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if any other opportunities come up, I'm gonna give Jackson State the opportunity to keep me. Yo, if a better opportunity come,
there's no way Jackson State could keep him.
I agree.
There is absolutely
but again,
trust me.
I understand all that though, but I seriously think that like you
gonna say that they can't keep him because his star power would have probably kept him there as long as he wanted to.
29 milli?
I mean, 29 million is a lot.
No. I'm not talking about Colorado. I'm saying he could have probably told JSU, hey, listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this the best I can until I get me.
I'm saying, tell them.
I'm gonna tell the truth. He probably told JSU before the season started. Like this.
No, your first year, dog.
No, I'm telling you that before this season started, he probably told him, "Hey, this might be it."
Dog,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta go watch some of his first interviews, man.
I'm not. First off, I do not give a damn about the first interviews.
So that shit means nothing. None of that shit
I'm looking at this man as like, look. When you started into this, like for instance, if I tell you right now, like, hey man, I want to get into this podcast game. This is all I know is what we are doing right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After 3 years, man, we are thriving. Yeah. Doors are opening up, and I told you I would never maybe talk about this particular subject, that particular subject, because I don't want to be
that's different. That's not the same thing.
It's not the same.
Nigga, you leave the podcast. Nigga, you leave the podcast and go start your own shit. Yeah. That's something you can equate it to. Is that a dickhead move? You're damn right. It's a dickhead move. We all started this together.
It's not even a dickhead move if we start this shit together and then different opportunities open up, right? And people branch off in different career paths. I'm seriously just focusing on the fact that like, yo, he didn't keep it all business. He preached himself as like being the Messiah for getting HBCUs where he wanted to go. And he got a lot done at JSU, you could say, but he didn't put HBCUs on par with predominantly white institutions.
Maybe, and I'm gonna put it like this.
That's his fault, not anybody else's.
Maybe because I look at Deion Sanders as still prime time, like he's one of these, he's gonna put on a show, Like I look at that stuff as something that he's doing, trying to garner attention to JSU, trying to like let these parents know, hey, I'm gonna take care of your son. Things like that. Like he's trying to compete with these other coaches. He was getting top recruits to come to JSU.
He got the number one recruit in the country.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that look, now that he's putting in 2 years, 3 years of work in, hey man, there's doors opening up. These doors never existed. You know what I'm saying? And JSU, look, at the end of the day, we all know, everybody with a brain can tell you that like JSU, HBCUs is not going to be where you try. If you try to coach in the NFL.
I don't think any of that is up for debate. Like why he took the Colorado job.
I just can't call it a dickhead move.
I'm not as far as him to say it's a dickhead move, but I'm absolutely saying
I can understand how maybe people in
the shit he is getting, he is deserving of that because of the way he came in preaching.
That's where I disagree. I don't think you should receive shit. I think people should be able to, you know what I'm saying, understand his position and be like, okay, we would all do that. So I'm not going to just throw stones from a glass house.
If I always knew that I wanted to go to a better school, I wouldn't have walked into a known institution and programs that I know have suffered for millennia since its inception. No, it hasn't been getting the way it's going to be treated. Act like I'm going to be the person to put this shit on the map as the same as Power 5 schools and then just leave, nigga. I'd have never done that.
I'm going to keep it a bean.
That's the same thing as...
There's no possible fucking way that this man in his lifetime will be able to make HBCUs on the same playing field as a Power 5 school. It would
I disagree.
It would not happen.
I disagree.
But I'm telling you right now, it would not. But fundamentally, would not be able to happen.
But even if he did it,
you wanted to die trying.
But
that's telling you,
but he came in acting like that's what he was gonna do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're not
competing with the Texases and the A&Ms.
We
That's
know
what
that.
he said he was gonna do.
Not up for debate. None of that shit is up for debate. Like I think that maybe it just doesn't resonate with you as much, but to me, it's just like I'm saying, if I had to equate it to a better analogy, it's no different than a man walking into a woman's life and saying like, yo, I'm here for you. I'm going to be here for you. You know what I'm saying? She got 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? Down on luck. He love her. Ain't nothing wrong with his life, you know what I'm saying? But he just see a more beautiful woman and then he just leave, you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't like the analogy, but all right, that's cool.
It's kind of, is it not the same?
I can understand what you're saying. I'm just telling you that
if he's just dating her, cool.
Yes, what you just said sounds fucked up. What Deion did to me is not fucked up. So I'm telling you right now, baby, you are right. I'm just not going to, I'm not going to call, I get it. I am not going to utter the words that he did anything. Fuck what you just said, bro.
It's the exact same thing.
But listen, even though the dude leaving the woman,
one is business, one is not. To me, business
I'm saying,
even though it's fucked up, he did what he was. He did. Listen, he found someone that he loved. Hey, you got go be with her.
Damn, nigga, like, but a nigga, bro. Listen.
Look here, I'm just saying, had he kept it all business, this wouldn't even be an issue. He the one that preached that Messiah shit. He the one that garnered that attention on his own rhetoric. Nobody even baited him into it.
Well, look, what I'm saying is that what you said is that you can understand why he's getting the shit, and you can see, like, you kind of agree with some of the shit that he's getting. What I'm trying to tell you is that I do not agree with the shit that he's getting. And
you tripping.
You tripping. I don't agree with the shit that he is getting.
I ain't even arguing, man. If you don't agree with it, cool.
I think that he's doing more probably for people like us, you know, having assistant coaches, having coordinators, having trainers.
But that's why I don't think he should be called a sellout. You know what I'm saying?
Like us and come on. The dude was giving half. I don't know any black man that is getting paid what he was getting paid to do a job, and they're saying, you know what? I'm gonna give back half of my check to the corporation that's paying me. You just don't see it, so I'm not gonna.
Hold on.
Start trying to slander him in any way, shape, or form. Compare him to a nigga who like made a commitment to a mother with 3 kids.
It's kind of the same thing, though.
I'm not gonna correlate that shit. You're not gonna see me.
Listen. Hold on, real quick.
I won't do it.
But he's not a sellout, though. Don't say that shit.
No, I'm not gonna say that. The thing with Deion is he did something that you could almost make the argument to say that you can make the argument that he didn't have a choice but to do it like that. Now, yes, I'm sure there's some people that can say, well, no, he could have came into JSU and he could have kept it a bean and he could have been like, hey, listen, I'm going to do this.
He wouldn't have got no recruits. He would have had.
No, but I'm saying it.
But that's what I'm saying.
To keep it a buck that much, I was probably wrong for that. You can't keep it that much a buck, though.
But listen, this the
thing,
he
still could have been more business than he was.
But the thing is how many times, like, are you ever, like, faced with a situation where you know, man, I'm going to have to do something fucked up, but I really ain't got no choice. That's where he was at. He's looking, he's mapped something out in his life and he's like, okay, look, how do I make these steps without me having to be somebody's head coach for 6 fucking years or whatever or some shit? How do I do that?
I'd have been better. Here's the Miami thing on it. I'd have been better if he just would have kept the rhetoric only on Jackson State. He made the rhetoric about making HBCUs on par with predominantly white institutions. And
but that comes with his personality.
But
thank you.
But that's not
part of the show.
That don't make him a good person. A good way to do it.
But I'm also going to say this. You would want to say that. You would want to, because you don't want to be at Jackson State, right? and making it seem like you're not putting on for HBCUs or people don't come to HBCUs. Because if Jackson State just starts beating these people and there's nothing, then your success is going to be nothing.
But
you know
again, he could have just kept...
Your success is just going to be weak because you're winning against weak people, right? So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that what he did at the time in which he did it, bro, he showed love. He could have left after his second year. He didn't have to do a third year. I mean, he could have got a job somewhere.
Probably.
And left after if it was all about whatever. He probably committed that last year. Like, look, man,
listen, we ain't gonna get nowhere with this, dog. We ain't gonna get nowhere. Like,
we not.
Like,
but
I hear you.
I'm just not. Look, for
this
real,
nigga don't think he did nothing wrong.
For real, we should not compare him to a nigga that like makes a commitment to a woman with 3 kids.
I know. Although he made a commitment. Okay.
We should not compare.
And then bounce on that commitment.
Listen, he don't think Deion did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You feel like he could have kept it 100. I feel like he did something fucked up, but he really didn't have no choice. That was the best path to where he wanted to go. So, hey, listen, I feel like we could just die on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and move on to one of my favorite people in the world, man.
Chris Brown?
Herschel Walker.
No, we gotta talk Chris Brown here real quick.
It is Chris Brown first. Damn, I wanted to go to Herschel Walker.
All right, let's make this short here real quick.
Very quick.
I love Herschel Walker.
Or like
I love Herschel Walker, dog.
Real quick. Like,
I love Herschel Walker.
All right, so Chris Brown
chill
got
out.
Chris. I know, nigga. I'm gonna mute that shit. Anyway, Chris Brown's AMA performance got canceled because rumor is that they didn't want a woman, the domestic violence person, you know, saying
doing a tribute for somebody that was.
Man, I don't know why I can't think of these fucking words.
Pedophilia.
To a child molester.
I hate that word adjacent, man.
To a child molester. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take the lead on this, right? Because here's my thing. I am indifferent to Chris Brown suffering because he, to me, ain't really suffered that much. Sure, he might have lost on millions, but Chris Brown is still rich as fuck. So, but I will say this. Anyone watching this has a mama, most likely aunts, sisters, cousins, niece. I have a wife and I have a daughter. I am going to tell you this. If anyone ever beat anybody I cared about on an intimate level the way Chris Brown did, I'm never forgiving that motherfucker. And to me, I just don't care if Chris Brown ever gets forgiven or not. I don't know if it needs to be a conversation brought up every time he does something. But personally speaking, I don't care if he's ever forgiven. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's, you know, where like you can rehabilitate and, you know, you come back from shit. But I also feel like there's a line that gets drawn. Yep. And when you cross that fucking line, you can never come back from it. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown didn't backhand her, you know what I'm saying, like out of anger and then just walked away.
I mean,
he beat the dog shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Struck her multiple times.
And when you read the report, how he was talking about like he was going to kill her and then he pulled over and tried to strangle her. It's like, why in the fuck would you ever say that like Chris Brown deserves grace? If y'all don't get the fuck out of here, because I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
Look. Now, this is where I disagree with you. Right. I do think that an individual should be able to deserve grace, right? But y'all
can give it to him.
I also don't think that means that you should be allowed to be on a public platform, like, you know what I'm saying, creating content for people to just to view. We should be able to say, nah, we don't want that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We want to cancel that. So for me, I do think that he should be, you know, hopefully forgiven. And at the end of the day, the only person really affected, you know, and I know it obviously affects a lot of women, is Rihanna. If Rihanna has forgiven him and is able to show grace to the situation, we were not there. We read a report.
No, we seen the pictures.
There's no question about what this man did.
What I'm saying is,
it don't matter why he did it.
Yeah.
It don't matter why he did it.
Ultimately, what I'm saying is that what he did that day, we knew was going to change his life. Mm-hmm. And if you and honestly, it's a lot going on when you have somebody with abuse, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence abuse, and a nigga who we can all agree was at least playing in the waters of pedophilia in Michael Jackson, like at least in the kiddie pool, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, he was doing some shit he shouldn't have been doing for sure.
For sure.
Like that shit was recommended. He should have somebody there to be like, man, you probably shouldn't be doing
it. And the fact that you were even doing it is kind of like...
Yeah,
listen, so let me speak on this.
Hold on, let me finish.
This whole thing kind of speaks to itself because it wasn't that big of a story. Like, yeah, it jumped out at us, but then it kind of died down pretty quick. The AMAs didn't get no real live backlash or anything. I remember when I first heard like Chris Brown gets canceled from they canceled Chris Brown's tribute to Michael Jackson, whatever. I swear to God, my literal thought was Chris Brown doing a tribute to Michael Jackson. That's a lot.
I don't know boys should be doing.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had, the mental thought was like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot going on. And then the reason why I came out, and it was literally why I was thinking what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not knocking the AMAs. I definitely get the sentiment behind like canceling them or whatever. I don't think it would have been like such a huge deal though.
Also,
they would have had the tribute.
Also, Karrueche was given an award, and she has a restraining order against Chris Brown.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
I didn't know that.
Lot, dog. God.
Yeah. So also,
why does Karrueche ever?
Huh? I don't fucking know. Google that shit. I don't care, dog. Like, why does she have a restraining order against Chris Brown?
But that wasn't part of the reason the AMAs gave, though.
I don't know, because that could very well have played into it too.
No. They came out and said the reason why they canceled.
Yeah, that might have just been the PR reason. But
once somebody like a higher up learned of the tribute, then it just kind of like snowballed into, hey, are we sure we're trying to do this? And then you know what I'm saying? Then it just ended up just being canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, that's also a thing too. Someone was talking about how like she has a restraining order. How long does a restraining order last though? She still got
it depends. It depends on what the judge grants. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So word was, you know what I'm saying, that like, yo, he probably couldn't even been in the building with her. So in which case, it is what it is. But again, man, listen, I'm indifferent to Chris Brown. Like, I'm not out here preaching or hoping that this man never gets seen again. I mean, I just don't care.
You literally just said that, like, fuck this nigga.
Yeah, I don't care if he ever gets to perform again. Like, I don't.
I wouldn't call you indifferent. I think
you made it very clear that, like.
But I'm saying, if I see Chris Brown performing on like the Grammys or some shit, like, I'm not gonna turn the TV off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, I'm gonna enjoy the performance because Chris Brown cooks.
No, I get what you're saying. But you literally just said that, like, hey, like, he should never be forgiven.
Huh? No. I'm never gonna forget that nigga for what he did. Like, you can forget that nigga. I'm saying I'm not giving that nigga grace.
I think that definitely, like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm surprised.
So more on the fence of not forgiving that nigga, I guess you could say that.
I'm surprised that Chris Brown was able to revitalize what he's even been able to revitalize. You know that?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because people don't care. He ain't beat your sister. He ain't beat whoever. No, that's absolutely fucking true.
I don't think that's it.
You will forgive a man that beat your sister.
Truly, what I think it is, I think
his star power kind of overpowered.
I was gonna say Rihanna. I think that.
I mean, she did like.
I think that if Rihanna wanted to like do what Megan Thee Stallion is doing right now to Tory Lanez, I think that.
How come we don't got Tory Lanez on this?
I think
we gotta wait till the verdict. Did the verdict come out? That's next episode. We gotta wait for the verdict. Okay, we gotta wait for the verdict.
So guys, like and subscribe.
Is that soon?
Apparently. Okay,
come on, man.
Okay, let my nigga land. No, let my nigga land.
God damn. But for real, if Rihanna would have done what Megan Thee Stallion is doing to, as far as with Tory Lanez, I don't think Chris Brown would have been revitalized. I think his career would have been damn near been dead. He'd have been in the latter years of the R. Kelly shit.
I don't know.
So I think.
I mean, time out. Wait, because I'm black and white on these type of things, right? Mm-hmm. The majority of the reason as to why people ever get forgiven is because it did not happen to their family. We will gloss over anything. It's just how we work. And it's not because, I just think it's human nature. Mm-hmm. Like, you got a life you got to live, right? You can't be thinking about Chris Brown beating the shit out of Rihanna every day you wake up. You know what I'm saying? But, my thing is if Chris Brown I guarantee you Rihanna family think about that shit every time they see Chris Brown.
Facts.
So I'm saying, it to me, it's black and white on the issue. The reason as to why he was able to come back from it, you know what I'm saying, is because one, he beat Rihanna. He ain't beat like fucking Princess Diana or some shit. Because had he beat like, I don't know, Hillary Clinton or some shit, no, I don't think he would ever came back from that.
A lot of people consider Rihanna more important than Princess Diana. But.
A lot of black people.
Who the fuck cares about Princess Diana?
Huh?
As far as Rihanna, respect to Princess Diana.
Well, let me not say Princess Diana. You can pick almost anybody else.
I'm saying anybody
out of that royalty shit.
Of white
Princess
stature.
Diana is probably the one that is up there. So I don't know.
Actually, I think it's the one people still ride for.
Yeah, that's the one that people still that people fuck with.
Bro,
anybody white stature.
Rihanna definitely has more global like reach than Princess Diana.
Listen, okay, but let me say my point.
Diana died before, we're digressing.
Here, let me say my point, and then we can move on to the next. Chris Brown's star power is undeniable.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
I think Akon said it best. He said, listen, this dude had the potential to be
the next Michael Jackson.
Next Mike, if not better than Michael Jackson, dog. Had his shit not derailed.
Listen.
Had his shit not derailed and he wasn't hanging out with gangbangers and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I said gangbangers like I'm fucking 50 years old.
Okay, but keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, had he not been hanging out with, you know what I'm saying?
Like him.
But listen, not even that he was hanging out with gangbangers, but he just didn't have people in his immediate circle.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying, where, hey, listen, you got to keep this shit clean and fresh at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
on some JoJo
but-
Siwash type shit.
But after Rihanna, that shit changed. After Rihanna, the audience, he had, like Walmart. Y'all don't remember, Walmart was taking this shit off the shelf.
Listen, but that's what I'm saying.
But he was still wilding out. He was going crazy on Good Morning America and shit. Remember, they kicked him off for like breaking windows.
broke the windows and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He did not have people in his life that was letting him know how important your image
No. That nigga did. He just didn't give a fuck.
No. I don't think that's the case.
There's always somebody.
I think after the Rihanna shit, which I do think is probably obviously a pivotal part of his life. After the Rihanna shit, I think he started spiraling out of control. Like, he started realizing that, look, man, we talked about this in the first podcast we did. The one way to touch a black man is through his money. He could. Walmart is pulling CDs off the shelves. This is before we had Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Walmart pulling CDs off the shelves. Yo, you are not making money. And this is Mr. Run It. He was making music for all.
Damn, I forgot about that.
But they never got really paid off of albums. I mean, I get you know.
They were getting paid off of that.
Yeah, but it was like 10 cents for every album though.
Raph, see, not everybody has that moment in their life that, like, if you had a time machine that you would go back, that you knew exactly without hesitation,
you would not
the
hesitate.
moment in your life, you would go back.
Oh,
and
yeah, for
change.
sure.
You know
You
what I'm
go
saying?
to the awards.
Chris Brown the moment that his life changed, we all seen it, bro. Was that car ride?
No, let me explain something to y'all real quick because I keep thinking y'all.
That was that moment in his life that we all know that as soon as the time machine drops right now.
Chris Brown net worth is $50 million, dog.
Yeah, but he would have been a billionaire if he didn't slap Rihanna.
What? Hold on. Why do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that?
Bro,
Like,
yes. I don't see how you don't believe it.
Okay, so wait. I want to explain something to y'all. If Chris Brown had not just beat Rihanna, still has super tattooed, making the kind of music he's making
That's
now.
what I'm trying to tell you. He wouldn't have been super tattooed.
I don't know.
And if he was, it would have been like later. It would have been much later.
I don't know.
Listen, even with the tattoos, I don't think the tattoos are going to break him down.
Some way, because the reason why I explain this to y'all, because Justin Bieber came out the same way Chris Brown did. He never had that moment, and he still became some tatted up wannabe gangster. Like, these niggas hang with hip hop artists. He was never going to be Michael Jackson.
What's Justin Bieber worth?
Huh? Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's Justin Bieber worth?
Hold on.
Let me see, nigga.
Yeah, look at that. So I know it's over 150. Gotta be.
285.
Okay.
But that's not a billionaire.
What the rap?
Hold on, wait, time out. Hear me out here.
280
Nigga, there are 89-year-old grandmas in India who know who the fuck Michael Jackson is. You think she know who Justin Bieber is?
Right now,
I feel like Chris Brown would have been that
Listen
dude.
to me. I don't think
feel
so.
like Chris Brown would have been that dude.
Jackson would have had that reach.
I'm disagreeing vehemently. Like to the floor on that shit.
Here's the thing,
To the floor.
I wish this nigga would have never did it.
We'll never know.
I wish he would have never did it. Because I'm telling you right now, here's the thing. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying without a shadow of a doubt he would have been on Michael Jackson's level.
I'm going 10%.
But what I am saying is that he would have been able to at least, we could say, comparison.
I think he might have been the biggest artist in the world, but never on Michael Jackson level.
That's what I mean by
I definitely feel like it's a Michael Jordan, LeBron James argument.
But hold on, but into this, society where we are on our phones a lot more, we can stream music and this and that. He would have been probably the biggest artist of like the after Michael Jackson at minimum. So to me, we're talking about he'd have been bigger than Justin Bieber.
The conversation would have been a Michael Jordan, LeBron James conversation.
It would have been.
I don't think so.
It would have been.
I don't think so.
For sure.
Okay, so outside of Michael Jackson, who's next to you?
Outside of Michael Jackson?
Yeah. Biggest pop artist. Because mind you, he was doing pop music. He was doing some R&B hip hop, but it was mainly like pop style music.
I don't know.
What would you say?
I want to say nobody, man.
He was the closest one. He had the talent. He came out at 15.
We digress way far, but I truly believe y'all are over believing where Chris Brown's trajectory was going.
I don't think you understand like how that incident plateaued this nigga's career.
I understand all of that shit. I'm saying that I don't know how he would have been any different than he is today, other than because the way music has gone, how he would have been any different from making any of the records that they're making now.
I don't think he's viewed the way that he's viewed.
It doesn't matter. 89-year-old grandmas wouldn't play his music.
But listen,
y'all understand he had gangsters standing next to grandmas in concerts, nigga. Do y'all understand who Michael Jackson was?
I understand that.
That's never going to happen with Chris Brown. Ever.
I think Chris Brown's music changes. I don't think it's the same.
It would have definitely changed.
I don't think it's the same.
What the fuck was he gonna be singing about?
Also, I think he has
we don't know.
Also, I think he has a bigger reach. Just because, you know what I'm saying, people are not turned off to the fact that he did beat Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
That incident, I remember when Walmart pulled the CDs off the shelves, we all knew at that point that, hey, he just fucked up his career.
I get all of that, but I don't think...
And the fact that he was able to get $50 million out of that, I'm even shocked that he's worth $50 million. And I think we were 18, 20.
I think we are a super forgiving society. We
do not forgive things happening to women.
When you think about Chris Brown, do you think about that anymore unless it's brought up? I don't even think about that.
No. Anytime I think of Chris Brown, I legitimately.
I don't, dog. I'm gonna be dead ass. I didn't even think about it again until the AMAs. Like I didn't.
Look, it's gonna stick with him no matter what.
Yeah. So
all right, let's go to the next topic.
All right, come on, Convince. This is your shit, man. Gonna talk about your boy.
Shout out Big Herschel.
This is a Vince
Shout
segment.
out Big Herschel, baby.
What was the final votes on that shit?
I don't know, man. Warnock, it was the first night they knew, like, oh yeah, it's all Warnock. You know what I'm saying? So they told her, hey, get the fuck out of Georgia, take your ass back to Texas, nigga.
You saw what his son tweeted?
Yeah.
What his son
made some posts about how like really the real MVP pretty much is his mom. And like this man's like a clown.
He just reiterated all the things
he couldn't wait to tweet. He was like, I ain't gonna fuck the chances up, because if you do win, I'm gonna try to get what I can about you. But as soon as I know you lost this shit, nigga, I'm gonna tweet this dumbass shit. Nigga, no, Herschel Walker, it's got to be.
He said the Republicans like just pretty much like came up and just wanted to pick him up to go against,
no, that was it. It was like, okay, can I find a black candidate to run against?
Pretty much what he said.
Reverend Raphael Warnock.
Yeah.
No, my nigga. Listen, and what was really fucked up was that Warnock he just did this because he had a special election because either somebody died or somebody retired or whatever. That was the reason why he had just did this election, and then he had to backdoor and do another election with Herschel Walker.
Yeah. Man,
listen, he ain't got to worry about that shit again for 6 years, nigga.
Yeah, he Gucci.
He good now.
6 years or 4 years?
6.
Damn, senators go every 6?
6. Georgia senators.
Georgia senators go every 6?
Georgia senators, 6 years.
Oh, so that shit different per state?
I don't know. Whatever happened with him, I know it's 6 years.
Yeah, his is 6 years.
Damn, okay.
He's solid. So,
well, I'm assuming just be sitting down.
To be real with you, that's really why they did what they did. They did not want to lose that seat for 6 years. So they had to do everything they could to try to like.
No, but again, right? Like that just goes
honestly,
to show
the Republicans hurt themselves. I
mean, they pick Herschel Walker.
But they've been hurting themselves. Listen, at this point, they think because of Trump and the power that Trump had, they could pick anybody. Trump touches them and they turn to gold, but it's not the case. Trump is not the what he was. You know what I'm saying?
But also, I think the Democratic vote is growing in Georgia.
I mean, that's obvious though, but it's been doing that with states.
But I mean, also you had in this election, he got less votes than he did last time, which means like not as many Republicans showed up to vote. I think even they are starting to realize that like, this shit's goofy.
He's a fucking idiot though. He's an idiot.
Yeah, but also they probably don't like black people.
Yeah, but listen again, in runoffs, especially in Georgia, we've seen when they go to runoffs, the Democrats are usually going to win.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know enough, but to me that feels like kind of fucked up because it's all like, yo, why you niggas getting up to vote now? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had the opportunity to vote. You know what I'm saying?
And as long as they vote, I don't care when they do it.
Okay, all right. Well, I can rock with that logic too, I guess.
But hey, thank God we did not get Herschel Walker in the office.
Nigga.
Thank God.
Can y'all imagine?
I mean,
no, I can't imagine.
I don't think it would have been. I
I don't know, man.
Like,
Almost nothing seems impossible to me anymore.
I almost kind of like.
You don't think
I would have appreciated the content.
See, this is why, man, we are fucked as humanity, man.
I would have appreciated the content.
Everybody just doing shit for content.
Because even though Reverend Raphael Warnock is going to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to give us no content.
Well, I'm
just
saying,
not gonna be
Herschel's
part.
just going to vote.
Can I ask you
But he's gonna say stupid shit,
Can I ask you
though.
a serious question? Are you being for real right now?
But I don't.
That I would have enjoyed the content? Absolutely.
Tell me, wait.
This man said,
Oh, man.
you can call me a raccoon. You could call me a coon, because where I'm from, coons are pretty fucking smart.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hear me out here.
This is what Herschel Walker said.
I don't think
at a
it-
campaign event.
I truly don't think it matters who they would have put in office because they're all going to vote the same way regardless. Like, Herschel Walker was just a vote. You know what I'm saying? He was never going to draft a bill.
I'll be honest. I'm glad that we do not have.
He would have never drafted a bill, bro.
I'm glad we do not have a black man in a prominent position saying the shit that he is saying. So I don't care about the content. Like, fuck that content. I do not even want to discuss that.
You don't want any possibility of that man embarrassing us.
I don't. Which is
Hey, I ain't even mad at it.
Which is a great fucking segue. By the way, this y'all can if y'all don't want to talk about Kanye, y'all are more than welcome to
Skip
like
20
and
minutes.
subscribe. This is gonna go more than 20 minutes because Kanye is Kanye. Just like Herschel Walker, I wish this nigga would shut the fuck up.
We wish.
Who?
Jesus.
Kanye.
Man, I did not tell y'all
Oh,
this.
this is Mr. Content. Right
He
here.
he just want to talk about Kanye,
Come
dog.
on, man. I told y'all he was gonna do this. Yo, you can't miss him. You can't miss him.
So this segment real quick is called Kanye being Kanye. All right, so you can
Listen,
every week
if we end this show,
we're gonna have something.
Just know we're
The
gonna talk
last
about
20,
him.
30 minutes is gonna be.
I tried.
You
You know.
get something that
Let me tell you, Raph completely. He said, "Listen, Kanye is over with." You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about Kanye. I said, but he's gonna say something else.
But
He said, "Nah, man. Ain't nobody finna entertain him." Dog, we can end this show right now. Right? Within 5 minutes, Kanye did something else.
Exactly. So look,
I just don't want to talk about this nigga, man.
so we need,
I want to be part of the solution, not the problem.
we need the title above everything.
Kanye being
Kanye being Kanye.
With like a little glitter falling down and shit.
Exactly. What we got here?
Let this nigga look. Oh
Kanye being
shit!
Kanye.
Oh,
Yo,
man,
hey,
that's a
drop
good
that one more time.
That was a good one, boy.
Kanye being Kanye. All
There we
right.
go. All right. So
bet.
You study, boy. You can study the
Nigga
sound.
been reading the names on them hoes.
times. There we go. But look, Kanye West.
He done said some really egregious shit now, though.
He's now talking about. First off, can we just say that the platform that he went on, was a platform
Alone.
where this nigga.
It was Infowars, right?
Yes.
Infowars.
This nigga just got sued
For $1 billion.
for I think over $1 billion, right?
It was over $1 billion?
Yeah.
Over $1 billion.
I thought it was just $1 billion.
Or no. It was like a point, 1 point something, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude just got sued for $1 billion for the Sandy Hook shooting.
Mm-hmm. He said they was lying. Said it was all a
Yeah, he was
conspiracy.
definitely lying. He was saying that it didn't happen. It was a conspiracy.
Yeah, this
whatever,
nigga,
right?
dog.
So, and I'm not even gonna say his name because we're not even gonna do that. But Kanye decided to go onto that platform and decide to say that Hitler, and this is he took this one from Trump. Hitler did some good things.
No, Nick Fuentes, technically. Technically, Nick Fuentes.
Did we mute that?
Yeah, nigga, turn the shit off.
Oh, my bad. Damn.
Anyway. So, for those that don't know, man, prior to this conversation of Kanye going on to that, he had a dinner with
Donald Trump,
Milo, whatever the nigga name is, and a known Nazi, Nick Fuentes, white nationalist, undeniable. Nigga has a platform similar to old boy from Infowars, and just spills the most vitriol, hateful shit that like you could ever possibly say. Short of just saying, I want to cut niggas' heads off and shoot people dead in the street. He's pretty much just all out there. He don't give a fuck, man. And this who your boy went and had dinner with. You know what I'm saying? And conveniently walked out of that dinner, decided to say, you know what I'm saying, that he likes Hitler. I don't even know why we got to talk about this man anymore. Dog. Like that ain't like the final nail in the coffin. We got to continuously talk about this man.
Yeah, we have to. We have no choice. We have no choice but to talk about him. And the reason, and I'm going to tell y'all why we have to talk about it. The same way we got to talk about Herschel Walker. This is a black man who's very influential and very prominent. He's an icon.
I guess that's true.
He's an icon in our community. And we really can't avoid the things that he says. I think it's very hurtful for him to say things like, or agreeing to some of the things that Hitler has done. This is an individual who has killed millions. 13
responsible for the
13 million people that we know of. Okay? And this is ranging from newborn babies to unborn children.
They tested to all types of experiments and shit.
To the elderly.
Gassed them, just killed them in the most inhumane way possible.
Whatever you could think of, like he was just doing it and doing it pretty much for fun, like, like for sport. Me and my brother had an opportunity to go to Amsterdam my freshman year in college, and one of the things that we went to was the Anne Frank house. Yeah, and where she had stayed in the attic for all that time, and they have, it's kind of like a museum, so that we're seeing where reports and seeing things of like how people died in these gas chambers and things of that nature. That was a life-changing experience. And I'm not Jewish, but I could only imagine if somebody iconic in the white community came out and said, and I'm both my parents are Nigerian, so I won't sit up here and say that my ancestors were slaves. Yeah. But I can only imagine if somebody prominent in the white community came out and said that slavery or the people, slave owners, were good people, or whatever the case may be, or trying to say that the triangle was a good thing.
You got people who say that shit, that like slavery was a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
For a certain group of people, it was. You know what I'm saying? But for you to say that, right? for you to say those things on a platform, knowing that you are iconic, knowing that you are influential in the way that you are, bro, it's at this point, we can all agree that he is obviously having some type of breakdown. There's something going on there that this is
I'm
not even trying to make a joke.
No, because he's just waiting to go. I hear you.
He's obviously like has something going on with him, like psychologically, that I'm convinced.
I have a different take, but go ahead.
I'm convinced that he's like a kid that is getting attention, whether it's bad or good, and will just spew whatever diarrhea that he can spew. Yeah. And knowing that it's gonna get clicks, it's gonna get whatever, would even sit there to the mother of his children, whether it's true or false, and just say goodnight to the world by saying, "Hey, Chris Paul, I caught Chris Paul with Kim."
Pretty sure that was fake.
We hope so.
The only reason why I believe it's fake is because Kanye would have dropped that shit the day it happened.
But one day your kids are going to see this kind of stuff. Yeah. And the fact that you would even like put that rhetoric in their heads, you know what I'm saying, is honestly just weird, sickening. Any synonym of those words.
That aspect of it, he is off his rockets for sure.
So and this is the same dude that talked about like he wants to protect his kids and the their mental health of their kids, how they're being brought up and so on and so forth. Yeah. This guy he's definitely like cracked right now, and I really pray for him. I think that I hate talking about him at this point because I just feel like we are giving the bullshit legs. Even though we can tell you right now that, hey, the Holocaust fucking happened.
Of course.
Nazis are fucking dickheads. Like, there are Nazis till today that are being caught, that are being killed.
The host was trying to say they were bad, and Kanye cut them off.
Listen, Alex Jones is telling you, like, hey, you're tripping. Something's wrong.
So before you go, because I know you waiting to get in, I have a question because I do have a different take on Kanye. Is it at all possible that we've given Kanye too much credit here? And I'm saying we know that people who aren't all that bright and all that smart are heavily influenced by other people. It seems as though Kanye has a conversation with people or, let me go talk to this person. And then he comes out spitting in the exact same rhetoric that they are. Is it possible that like Kanye is just heavily influenced by the people in which he keeps around him?
I don't know, man.
He went and had a dinner once with this, and then he comes out saying he likes Hitler and Nazis did good things too. Who's telling him that other than Nick Fuentes?
Pretty much what you're saying is that like I'm not gonna shift. Look, I'm not gonna make Kanye into a victim.
I'm not saying he's a victim, but
I'm not like. But see, to me, that is kind of saying that like he's being told. He's being fed shit, and so like there's
this kind of plays into my thing though, right? Where people who go against the grain just kind of like just jump right into it. And I'm saying is, it just seems very convenient to me that it's easy. Like to me, it's almost the easy thing to say that like Kanye. I mean, something's definitely off for Kanye, right? Like that's incontrovertible at this point.
But let me ask you this: if what you're saying is true, for him to go out there and still spew it, like, or to even like retain that information and find it to be true, right? When you can even Google some of these things, or somebody like Kanye with the money that he has, get on a plane and actually go visit some of these sites, right? For you to go out there and go and spew that stuff, you have to have something wrong with you. There has to be something psychologically.
But okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where we're playing into the fact that like he is just looking for attention. At this point, this is all I'm saying about Kanye.
I do think all the above can be true.
Yeah.
I do think that he is seeking attention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like for him to go do an interview with Aiden Ross or to be on live.
InfoWars alone, bro. He's looking for attention.
Come on, man. Damn, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident.
Yo, nigga, that was absolutely destiny right there, my nigga.
That was
absolutely destiny. Here's my thing, dog. I'm just going to equate Kanye West to this. Kanye is the motherfucker who's pulling up in the drive-by and he's just airing that bitch out. He don't give a fuck who he hit.
And he's just doing it to do it. He's not even in the beef.
I think
he's not even in the beef.
I think he has a target. I think he has an op, but he don't care. 86-year-old grandma don't give a fuck. She got hit. Oh well. 6-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what Raph is saying. He's saying that.
No, I get it.
He don't give a fuck, bro. He's just literally airing that bitch out, and as long as he hit his mark,
that's what right there. When he hits that mark, and
he doesn't care about the collateral.
At that point, he's gonna say, "Oh, I meant to kill him." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he's gonna lean on to it, and he's just gonna run.
And he's just gonna run with it, dog. Yeah. I'm saying, I think that at this point, that's just it. Like it's no more deep thought talking about it. Why he's doing it? Ain't no purpose in discussing it.
But why are we talking about Hitler, bro?
He's just running.
How did we get to the point where we are?
It's a straight line from what got him canceled.
But you are being ridiculed about the Jews.
We know why we're talking about.
You are being ridiculed about the Jews, and you decided to lash on to the one nigga that made Jewish people popular as far as in history.
What he say? He say, "Let it go."
Jumping,
bro. I
don't want to laugh because it's not funny.
It's not, dog. It's not.
Said, let it go.
No, I'm telling again, niggas who go against the grain, they lean into it.
Listen, dog. And if a nigga slap my mama right now, I can't let that shit go.
Ever.
For you to kill a whole genocide.
Complete genocide.
13 million. 7 to 8 million were Jews.
Yeah.
You committed genocide. You gonna let it go? I can't let a nigga let it go if he slap my mom. Let it go.
Come on, man.
My mom could be living right here, breathing, face. You know what I'm saying? Like just giving me a hug, and I'm still upset. Hey, that nigga slapped my mama. This nigga has. There's generations that have been eradicated. Generations.
He don't care, dog.
Kids, children.
Said, let it go.
He just
when I heard that shit, dog, like I'm in my bed. I'm scrolling through it. Boom, I find this little piece. He said, Hitler. Let it go, dog. Nobody's around. I just said, oh shit.
And to make matters even worse, niggas are still out here attacking Jews just for being Jews, dog.
Look,
can you imagine if you were attacked just for being a Jew and heard that nigga say that shit?
I mean, I can imagine it.
The reason why I say I pray for him,
I'm black,
and I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh yeah, don't do it. Don't get us canceled too early.
Canceled, man. But Kanye,
I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it, bro.
Kanye, please, bro, just stop, man. Just stop.
Listen, it is. This is my new favorite word. It's incontrovertible.
I was trying to say it earlier. I couldn't get it out.
I've been watching Harry Potter. There's the scene where he uses the word "I implore you," and he said the evidence is incontrovertible, and I was like, I'm gonna work that shit in every chance I fucking get.
I can't wait to have kids. I get to run back all through the old shit, man.
So again, the evidence is incontrovertible, dog, that it is something off with Kanye. But what I'm saying is you can be crazy and still aware of what it is that you're doing. And dare I say, what to me, I'm saying is here, right? When you operate the way Kanye is, right? Like if Kanye was a regular person, right? We would think he was stupid. Like if he was just your friend or a nigga you worked with, you would think he was stupid, right?
I mean, he is stupid though. Bro.
Okay, so exactly.
Is he stupid?
Hold on,
Yes.
okay, but hear me out.
Stupid? Yes, he's very stupid.
But hear me out.
I don't know if I can call him stupid
Because you think he's a genius.
But he is a genius though.
It's a genius artistically.
Exactly.
I'm saying
exactly.
It is possible that Kanye is actually an idiot though. And just
it's not a possibility. He's definitely an idiot.
I'm saying it is actually possible that he is just so influenced that like
for you to fuck off $1 billion and just keep running with it.
I don't know. I think you're
pretty fucking dumb.
I think that's the. I mean, obviously,
I ain't even gonna call him dumb.
Saying,
I'm not gonna call him dumb. I think Kanye is. Just
I don't know.
Fuck the art. Just as far as his intelligence, I think he's a pretty smart guy. I think he's a pretty smart guy.
I don't think that's unfair to say.
I'm not gonna call him dumb or an idiot or none of that. I think
he's definitely an idiot.
Just his intelligence, I would say he's probably definitely above average.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Deadass.
The man said he ain't never read a book.
I'm saying there evidence.
He said he's never read a book.
Hold on, wait, talking about. Evidence becomes further and further.
You actually believe him. That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you. Hold on, wait, time out, wait, right? Because a lot of times I think we get too caught up in wanting to project certain things on people because of what he's accomplished. I do think that like Kanye is an artistic genius, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm saying is if Kanye, like, just think about it. If Kanye was just a nigga you worked with, mm-hmm. you wouldn't think he was stupid. Like, I should say stupid. You wouldn't think he was like not smart.
I'm gonna tell you why. There are a lot of artistically genius people who don't even make it to like level one of getting exposure.
Yeah, okay? But them niggas don't put in the work.
Kanye was able to go into the music realm, able to go into the fashion realm, able to go into like the producing realm. Like he legitimately has walked different paths and has accomplished at least a silver medal in different areas. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to sit up here and call somebody who is able to do that intelligent wise an idiot or dumb, or as far as in my group, stupid. I think Kanye West is a pretty smart guy. So
he give me the evidence that shows that. Where is you've seen him sit down and hold a conversation where he's put together a dialogue that's made you say, yo, man, this dude is smart. I haven't seen it. I'm saying it is very much possible that Kanye West ain't really that smart, bro. I'm just being honest here. And like, I guess to a certain extent, you can almost say I am maybe making him a victim, but I'm saying a victim of his own delusion because he thinks he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like he thinks he's the smartest person in the room. Like, hey, I talked to this guy that ain't nobody else talk with. He showed me this shit. Guess what? Nazis ain't all that bad. Y'all got it wrong.
I think Kanye West is an insecure ass.
Let it go.
I think Kanye
Let
West.
it go.
I think Kanye West is an insecure ass nigga, and I think that what he's doing right now is throwing a temper tantrum. And what he knows
this is one hell of a temper tantrum, dog. $1 billion worth.
I think Kanye at this point doesn't even care about money. I think what he cares about is like,
when you get to that point,
I don't think he cares anymore because he ain't got nothing.
I think he wants to go down as like the most against the grain nigga of all time.
Jumping right, I
think he wants to like.
I do agree with you. There's two possibilities here. To me, he is either one fully committed to just being the person that rubs everybody the wrong way. Right now it's the Jews. Next month it'll be black people again. He'll say some shit egregious, and then he'll do some shit again.
Mind you, this is the same nigga that said slavery was a choice,
and
it's just like,
man, we talking about slavery was a choice. This man said let it go.
But again, it is also to me entirely possible because I'm trying to think. I'm trying.
Well, let it go.
Try not to laugh.
No,
Let it go,
You
right?
can't tell somebody.
Let it go.
Listen,
Let it go is tough.
I'm not gonna lie. Somebody to punch that nigga in the face.
he need to be touched, dog.
Too much screaming and choice.
I'm not for violence.
If
Like,
Kanye finally gets touched and he starts spitting a different rhetoric, then we know all along that he just needs a good ass
whooping.
whooping.
I stopped talking because I was about to go extreme of what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all can figure out what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going. I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, let's run that.
But I am saying that Kanye West definitely needs to get his ass whooped.
I'm saying,
and I'm talking about like a fucking ass whooping. Like somebody needs to
put some things on him.
Need to pull that belt out on his ass.
Man, the way they did that dude that ran up on Dave Chappelle on stage, had the arm, bro. If I saw that with Kanye West, I swear to God, I'd be like, he got what he got.
Okay, but hold on here to end my argument because I really ain't got no more to say on Kanye after this. I am saying that obviously Kanye isn't like stupid. Stupid is the wrong word. But what I'm saying,
he just called him an idiot. So.
He's definitely an idiot. The man said, "Let it go."
I mean, yeah. My thing is here is just that Kanye built platforms, of course, all that, right? But all that shit you can say. One is he is artistic. I mean, he is super artistic, definitely a genius on that level. But I'm saying is from a deductive reasoning and analytical perspective, there is no evidence that suggests that Kanye West is smart. I have not seen any dialogue or anything that he has put together to say like, yo, Kanye West is smart as shit.
I understand how somebody can make the argument that he's smart. I mean, he went against a lot of odds.
If the nigga gets to $1 billion,
he made a lot of money.
I think you could be a genius and not be smart.
But listen, in a lot of rooms, he probably was the smartest man in the room. You know what I'm saying? But when I get to look at your whole body of work.
And how you fucked it off.
And you know what I'm saying? And how you fucked it off and everything. And just like the unorthodox way of how you got there. And that almost makes me think like, my nigga, you might have felt up to success.
I'm just saying.
You got to the point where falling up just stopped fucking working, or maybe you just got tired and just was like, fuck it, and just really let your shit out. My thing is, my nigga, like, you've always been that like fringes type of nigga. Yeah. And your fringe just got a little thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker as time went, dog. Now you got to like, listen, he said, we knew he was on the point of like where he just really wasn't fucking with black folks and shit. Then he said the slavery shit and all that, dog. But then he's like, when you turn to the Jews, my nigga, like, dude, like you're getting serious. Like
I didn't even think when he said the shit about slavery was that bad. It was when he said that Harry Tubman ain't free nobody is when that shit had me irked. That's the shit that had me the fuck irked. When he said slavery was a choice, I like, yeah, he should get touched. But when he said Harry Tubman ain't free nobody, I was all like, yo, man, this nigga's out of pocket.
Listen, what I knew for real, like, yeah, I don't think he's ever coming back. Was the George Floyd shit.
Huh? Hey, Kanye, I'm just going to say this.
The George Floyd shit.
Hey, Kanye.
He ain't going to see.
Go ahead and do it now.
Listen, no, I ain't on that type of shit. But listen.
No, just go ahead.
Listen, I ain't on that type of shit.
It seems dangerous to close though.
The George Floyd shit.
It does.
The George Floyd shit, we literally watched it in real life spark
This is really why I don't want to talk about
fucking
this nigga.
change in the fucking world. We watched it, and you had the nerve to say that the 9 minutes that I literally watched with my own eyes was not real.
When did he say that though?
What do you mean?
When did he say that though? After he had met with Candace Owen and seen her documentary.
Yeah, but listen, if you're gonna soak up what other people are doing like around you, bro, obviously you're a fucking idiot. That's why I say he's not smart.
I'm saying it is becoming dangerously close. He got one more time to go sit down with somebody and they had a rhetoric
last time.
And then no, but I'm saying as far as
he's about to do it in the
I'm saying once he sits down with somebody else that's spitting some bullshit, then he comes out and spit that bullshit. It's official. Like he just ain't smart, bro. Like
no. It's already official. The man said, "Let it go."
I'm just gonna say this, Kanye.
God damn.
Just really,
man said, "Let it go."
If you could do it now before we get to 23, that'd be good.
Oh damn! No.
Personally,
dog, listen. Can you play that clip? Can you play that clip?
I don't know if I got it.
The Hitler shit, man. Let it go. The man said, yeah, Hitler, let it go.
Hold on, wait. I got you.
Can we play it over the airways?
Nah, or can you?
Hold on, wait. I got one clip here.
Man, please let it be the Hitler Let It Go one, man. That's the one that blew my fucking mind. There we go. That's it.
Okay, hold on. Let me run it back.
That's it.
Let me run it back.
You love Jews, but you're canceled for anti-Semitism because you also love Hitler, but you love everyone equally. Good guys and bad guys.
Yeah, Jewish people can't tell me who I can love and who I can't love. You can't force your pain on everyone else. Jewish people, forgive Hitler today. Let it go. Let it go. And stop trying to force it on other people. Good night.
Hey, when it's crazy, when this whole thing started, boy, y'all was like, man, y'all let him talk.
Look,
let him speak.
You gotta be careful. No, listen. Like, with all seriousness, you gotta be careful, man, because
Careful what?
letting this nigga spew this shit.
I mean, yeah.
Nigga, you said
Rare
he has
dangerous.
a right to free speech.
You gotta be, look.
We draw the line.
Nigga, you said that we are playing dangerous with not let niggas say what they want to say.
He got this nigga to flip again.
Hold on.
Nigga, you said that he has a right to free speech and that we need to be careful when trying to censor motherfuckers. You said that shit.
You're right. And this is when I didn't think
It could get any worse.
But how you don't see the writing on the wall?
like Kyrie Irving doesn't seem like he's. It seems like he's probably kind of gotten the message. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch that. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, don't get me wrong though. I ain't again, I don't know why I'm shocked, but not in a million years did I think he was gonna come out and say I love Hitler. Not in a million years.
Hey, I can't believe you can't find the clip.
This is similar to like the gun debate. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, I can understand why guns should be allowed. But every time there's a school shooting, I ask myself like, why the fuck?
Bro,
Are teenagers able to get a hold of a gun? When I hear about these Chicago shootings, how is a 7-year-old girl dying at a park from a drive-by? You know what I'm saying? It's just, so freedom of speech, man, people should be able to say what they want to say. They really should. But something like this could really create like a groundswell.
it does have dangerous implications if you allow it to go on unscathed. But again, the thing about free speech is there will always be opposition. And so that's the reason why. And that's why I said again, like Jews are still being attacked. Obviously, black people are still being attacked. We're coming up missing every goddamn day. For those that don't know, y'all really need to look into how African-American women are coming up missing by the bus loads, you know what I'm saying, every fucking month. But with that being said, though, there's obviously dangerous implications to it. My thing has always been, I don't want to limit shit because I want to know who's saying it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want...
yeah, but he said it. We know who said it now.
Yeah.
Like, people like, even
Good luck with that
Infowars,
shit.
even Infowars, y'all be saying some wild shit. Can y'all find something else to, like,
Yeah,
another
even
guest?
Infowars ain't had Nick Fuentes on, bro. Like, even they ain't going that far, my nigga.
This nigga literally got on there and is like,
again, I'm just saying,
praising Nazis pretty much. Like, that's really what you get from it.
yeah. I wouldn't say praising, but he's all like, man, they wasn't that bad, man. Like,
It sounds like you praise, I like Hitler.
well, yeah, I guess you could say he's praising. Look, man, I don't know. I don't know what else can be said about Kanye at this point. Like really, like he can't say no worse than what he's saying now, bro. The only thing he can start doing is asking for mass genocides. That's it.
Or just do it now.
Yo, man, I don't want that juju on me, man. But in fairness, I mean, it's on the way.
We see it.
It seemed like it's close.
We see it. Like,
It seemed like it's close. If somebody, and I don't think anybody can get to him. You know what I'm saying? He clearly don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. So, other than the people he talked to that influences him, this is the reason why I didn't want to talk about him.
Y'all didn't know that he let it go.
Now, what else can we say?
fucking let it go. Good night. He said good night. Like,
Nigga said,
like that's a period.
Forgive Hitler.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Good
Hear me
night.
out here. All right. Because I just thought of a third option here. What if Kanye is trying to become a martyr, dog? What if, like, he ain't ready to off himself, right? But he's trying to get someone to kill him.
Either way, just do it.
Like, I'm just saying, man, like, what if that is the end goal here? What if he's trying to get himself offed? you know what I'm saying, and become like a martyr. You know what I'm saying? Because history only remembers, you know what I'm saying, like the good things about people, especially for someone like Kanye. When Kanye dies, he's just gonna be remembered as like a controversial figure. Like he won't be like he ain't done nothing super fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, this nigga music is so good.
It is. It's a hard thing to.
Like if you ask me, I've never listened to a Kanye song. Like
it's hard. And then on top of that, like Kanye done produced so many tracks.
It's very true.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Don't listen. I don't listen to gospel music,
huh?
But I will listen
I still ain't
to
that
Sunday choir front to back to front. I love that shit.
I guess I got to peep it. I ain't never listened to it.
Man, I will listen to Sunday choir over and over again.
Again, Ultra Light Beam is still probably the greatest intro to any album ever, dog.
Hey, guess what? He has.
Like,
That's not the name. That's not the name of the album.
Huh? No, I'm talking about the intro to that.
Oh, listen. And guess what? He has Ultra Light Beam on Sunday choir. They sing that shit.
Yeah, that's fire. Okay, man, fuck that. Anyway, look, man, listen. It's a combination of all the things that we talked about. Kanye is obviously a troubled soul. That's not even up for debate.
How do you think Kanye can redeem himself?
Huh?
Do you think Kanye is redeemable?
Yeah. I mean,
like right now.
I mean, he could instantly like get his shit together and start doing the work. Like Kanye, I do think so.
I don't think he's gonna be redeemable in the Jewish community.
I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't think there's no redeem.
No, because I do think
honestly, I think for a lot of black people, I don't think he's going to be able to redeem.
I don't know. I do think that he could blame it on mental health. I mean, which obviously that's what it is.
I'm telling you right now.
But I do think that he could.
Listen, that's cool. You could do that. And that's fine.
And a lot of them white folks,
the closest you ever get to is I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. We gonna leave it at that. But as redeeming. Nah, like we just
I disagree, man.
No, I think Kanye is
social media is very forgiving, dog.
No.
Social media is very forgiving.
But social media may be forgiving, but the Jewish community, nah, you tripping. I
don't know.
You tripping.
The longer it goes, the less it'll matter to them.
That's the worst community you want to go after. and I'm saying this as a black person.
Yeah,
that is the worst community you want to go after.
Yeah, black people ain't got no power, so.
Thank you. That's why. I think Kanye.
What did you say?
Black people ain't got no power, so.
I ain't gonna say that.
Black people have power, but we ain't got money, so we ain't got real.
We have that though. It's called purchasing power, and we're sadly,
Man, Kanye get Yeezy signed tomorrow, nigga. Them shoes gonna fly off the shelf.
So guess what? That's purchasing power though.
Yeah. Fuck that,
nigga. Gonna be buying them niggas.
Yeah, okay.
Niggas, yeah.
But I'm saying
it ain't just gonna be niggas though, but
there's gonna be a lot of niggas.
Huh? Yeah, but
it's gonna be a lot of niggas.
But the point here is, man, Kanye really got some niggas that ride for them. I'm interested to see what these niggas got to say now. You know what I'm saying? Because Kanye has always been on that sort of kind of, man, it's a lot of truth. Did you watch the whole interview? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I ain't got to see this whole interview. Like, I've always been of that perception. Nigga, all I got to see is a clip. I don't give a fuck where he was trying to go, where he was trying to land. None of that shit. That nigga said, I like Hitler.
I think, look, I watched that interview, and you are 100% right in what you're saying, but I do think that we should make sure to take a clip and try to find it. I'm saying content.
There's certain times
like this, you can't.
But that's what I'm saying. There's certain with most things, right? Like you need to see the whole thing to get the whole perspective. I'm saying when someone says I like Hitler, I ain't got to see nothing else he had to say. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Let it go. Let it go. Good night. Bro, for somebody to tell you,
I'm surprised I've never seen that shit.
For somebody to tell you good night is pretty much saying like,
nigga,
end the discussion.
Yeah.
Nigga, where did you see that at? Because I didn't see this shit on none of the blogs.
I mean, I'm a Kanye fan. Huh? I'm a Kanye fan.
Yeah,
we can see that. We can see that.
You love it. Bro, he loves the against the grain shit. He loves against the grain shit.
No. It's not that I don't. Listen, I absolutely
You just said you low-key wish Walker would have won, so you would have
Walker and Kanye is two different things. But listen, the Kanye shit is not that I like this shit or whatever. It's dog. The man's a content machine. Like, and listen, the thing is, it's not like we're the masses are not like adopting his views. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that we have to like talk about this shit, and that like the fringe motherfuckers get like a voice.
Elon Musk might be replaced as CEO of Tesla.
Oh, Elon Musk been fucking up. He put all his chips on the fact that he thought niggas cared enough to get a blue check, and that shit failed massively.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I have a lot of money on Tesla.
Huh?
I have a lot of
He
money
put
on
up
Tesla.
a lot of shares to buy.
But listen, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I don't think it's a bad move. I think Tesla right now is at the point where they can go without it. Yeah, they can run like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I got like 80% of my retirement on Tesla.
First of all, he's not going to shit on Tesla. Tesla makes you money.
You got that much in Tesla?
Yeah.
That's just bad for diversification, my nigga.
Well,
he believes in that shit.
I have a fucking Tesla.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah.
So,
all right. But no, but
yeah,
I mean, you gonna get a little hit, maybe 10-15% drop. But I mean, after that, I mean, this is gonna.
Nigga, this shit been dropping like 6% daily.
Yeah, but that's because the Fed keep raising rates and niggas don't know where to put money at.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry to get off topic. Can we be done?
Nah, niggas need to know this shit, man. Yo, don't put 80% of your money into any asset, my nigga.
Okay, look.
Like, diversify, my nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. I do have about 70-80%.
As of right now, because you're still young, I get it.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
just started in 2019. You got to choose your couple of companies. I got Apple,
I got you. I
got Neo. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got some shit. Now, a lot of my stuff is in EV plays. Yeah. I also believe that EV is the future. So
no, I got you.
I'm going to gamble on that.
Yeah. Battery companies like Deca, Eternity, y'all look into them too.
We've been talking about Kanye for a minute. This is somebody that y'all did not want to talk about at all.
I wanted to talk about how, like, I want to look in a different directions. So, yeah, to a certain extent, I guess I needed to finally just air it out. But
I just want to touch on my subject about with the police and the grandfather and the grandson. And
I got
That's later. We're done. Kanye is it. That's it.
Oh, it is?
Oh, we in on Kanye? All right.
We entered on Kanye. Fuck that.
Oh, man, y'all shit on my stories, man.
Come on, man.
What? We brought this because of you.
Technically.
Yeah, but I told y'all I wanted to talk about the police and that.
Okay, here, let's run it, man. We got 15 minutes, and that'll be 2-hour mark.
Oh, my God.
Come on. Let's run it. Let's run it through.
Okay, so go ahead, break it down, man.
Okay, so I don't know what the shooting was. What state was it in with the grandfather and the son?
Oh, damn.
Okay, it doesn't matter what state, but I can run you through the scene. Okay, so 3 police officers showed up, and they were called to the scene because a grandfather was in there with a grandson, and the grandson had a knife. So immediately when they walked on the body cam of the police officer, when he walked through the door, I want to say the grandfather is on. If you're looking in front of you to the police officer, the grandfather's on the left, the grandson is on the right. Grandson is holding a knife.
It's clear that he's having like a mental episode.
It's clear that he's having like a mental episode. You know what I'm saying? They tell him to put the knife down. He raises his hand. Officer draws his weapon. You know what I'm saying? At least the one you can see on the body cam. They say, put the weapon down. He's pointing at them. They're being real aggressive, right? Which you shouldn't be doing with a person having an episode. Next thing you know, he lunges at the grandfather's throat. They get to firing.
The man lunges at his grandfather. Who are you firing at?
They were shooting at him, though, dog. I mean, like...
No, bro. What are you talking
Hold on, wait.
about?
No. Hold on, wait. Time out. Go back and watch the video.
No, I watched the video.
It doesn't matter who they shooting at. He's lunging at his grandfather. You're shooting.
How many movies have you seen where they will say?
Hold on. Let me paint this picture because it's not that he's like across the room or nothing.
Literally,
he's standing right here with his like.
I hear you. The fire. Listen to me. I understand all of that. But what were they supposed to do? He lunged at his throat.
You don't shoot. If you don't have a clear shot.
Let me tell you something.
You don't have a clear shot.
Listen.
Have you been in gun training?
So, yes.
You ever done gun training?
Listen. Immediately, my first thought is, why did none of you, if it's 3 or 4 of you, why did none of you have a less lethal?
Huh?
How did none of you have a less lethal?
Less lethals have been shown in the field to not do anything when someone's adrenaline is pumping. Like, there are plenty of videos that show that when someone's
it's better than shooting.
At least one of you. At least one of you should have had a less lethal, bro.
I'm gonna have a very controversial take here, right? Because as a person that carries a firearm all the time, I'm gonna be 100% honest.
He does not have it here.
I don't have it with me right now. It's in the car.
Which is not on the premises.
It's not on the premises of the building.
He parked on the other side.
They should have shot him sooner, man. Dropping shit. They should have shot him sooner.
You just had stuff in the bad spot.
They should have shot him sooner. See, because again, I'm just telling you from my perspective.
Okay, listen.
Hold on.
If you want to go for that, I'll take that.
You take that. Okay, got you. Because I'm saying my thing is here is I understand the preservation of life, but I want people to understand something. Irregardless of the episode that kid was having, I see from the perspective of as law enforcement officers, had they not shot him and he would have stabbed the grandfather, they had to ask what he was doing. See, it's easy. This is one of those moments to me where it's all. Did y'all also see that video where the cop pulled up and he shot the girl when she lunged at the girl getting ready to stab her? It was a situation where a girl had actually called the cops. Somehow the girl that called the cops made her way into her house, grabbed a knife because the girls came over to jump her. She was getting ready to stab old girl. Like when the officer pulled up and got out of the car,
they were younger.
She was lunging at the girl within
that was justified.
seconds.
That was justified.
I got you right. I'm saying is had the officers not did anything and would allow the grandfather to get killed, they still would have been held responsible for the death of somebody. I'm saying obviously police officers are too trigger happy, but my thing is properly they should have shot sooner because it's clear that like he wasn't listening to commands.
Okay, so
and
at
if you
the
have
end
a
of the
deadly
day,
weapon,
the police fucked up though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, obviously.
There's no way you're gonna tell me like, okay, we killed both of them. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Like we're not gonna take that.
Oh no, for sure.
Listen, either you take action ahead of time or you don't take action and take the chance of losing the grandfather. At least the kid's is still alive. He was just having a mental episode. It wasn't like you know what I'm saying? He was having a fucking mental breakdown.
I get all of that, but once you pick up a weapon, bro, you're forfeiting your life.
But what I'm saying is either you shot the dude before he was able to lunge.
I got you.
Or at the time that he was lunging, dog, you put your gun down and get in there. Also, put your gun down and get in there.
Yeah. Also, to a certain extent, it wasn't a long blade. So in which case, they should have assessed the situation a little better than that.
Man, listen,
I'm gonna keep it real. I disagree with you. I don't think that they should have shot him before him lunging at the grandfather. I think that and I swear to God, go ahead.
I feel like I don't know about the police trainer or anything like that, but in that particular situation, because there's so many police, I would have positioned myself better.
Thank you.
I would have positioned myself better. I would have positioned myself so that I could get between him and the grandfather.
I don't think they had that kind of time.
Listen, if you could have easily came around the couch.
He lunged at the grandfather.
He could have came around the couch.
If he would have came around the couch, he just would have lunged quicker.
But if
he was always going to stab the grandfather.
But listen, if
he would have scenario where that doesn't happen.
But listen, if he would have come around the couch, he would have had a better angle to shoot at just the kid and not the grandfather and the kid.
If you look at the video, it's 3 officers, if I'm not mistaken. They were all.
But he does eventually pull his grandfather in front of him. So either way, he would have lost.
Here's my thing.
It does happen.
I don't think.
Even if you're playing,
I think the grandfather tried to actually help him from dying. I think that's what happened.
Even if you're playing Modern Warfare, y'all about to like go into a room or some shit. Y'all not just going through the door and y'all just gonna stand in a group of 3 right amongst each other. Y'all try to spread out a little bit, get different angles, try to support. Those officers, one should have tried to be at the left side. One could have stayed exactly where he's at, while the female officer could have been at the right. And at that point, whoever had the better shot takes the shot. But what they just did was it's like as if they just closed their eyes and started spraying.
I get what you're saying, but like, so they didn't have the time to do any of that though. Y'all understand?
They did, because they spent the first 10 seconds, put it down.
Yeah,
they could have easily started positioning themselves in a better position to be able to take that shot, and it'd be a lethal shot to the individual that you're trying to, for your mark.
I'm gonna take a different approach. I feel like they were way too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're hyping the man up. I believe that the reason why he ever even lunged at the grandfather is because he thought he was going to get. He thought a lot. He thought
a lot going on.
I think he thought he was going to get shot, and it's best that I kill my grandfather before I get shot. And whatever episode he was having, that's the case. But again, this goes back to police training because they have already been failed. I don't know. It might be part of the training and they just don't give a fuck. But there's no way they're supposed to be trained to walk into a situation where someone's having an episode and you're supposed to be that fucking aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like I
definitely don't believe that they're trained to just fucking start shooting at both the suspect and the victim. Like I definitely don't. But
I'm saying but you gotta understand from the perspective of these niggas, once they start shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like they just reeling off bullets, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Make it right.
I ain't saying it made it right. What did I justify? Nigga, I'm saying I'm explaining the situation. That shit happens, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is even in training class, right? Like once you draw your weapon and fire, you gotta kill. I've explained this shit 1,000 times. If y'all ever want to know why people get killed whenever officers shoot, because that's the way they're trained to shoot. Because if officers shoot you in the leg and you live, you can sue. That's absolutely the reason why. Okay. They are trained to kill because one, a dead person can't tell their side of the story. Okay. So understand that unless we change that perspective of it, which we ain't never going to, because the police union is the greatest gang in the history of all gangs and shit. So in which case, I mean, like the thing is all like we're just talking, you know what I'm saying, and rambling about something that unfortunately I think what can be changed is them niggas training and them niggas actually getting in trouble for going in too fucking hostile. Because I'm telling you that if a nigga's having an episode, you're supposed to level with that person. You're supposed to go in there and be like, put the knife down, yelling and shit. Like this nigga is going ape shit, getting ready to stab somebody.
I think police officers should pay for their own insurance.
Absolutely, but that'll never happen. Actually, while y'all playing, it's actually several police officers out here now that are struggling to find people to insure them because they've killed too many people.
Yeah, talk about the old lady. The old lady now.
Okay.
No, I think, come on, man. I'm just adding shit.
I'm not.
No, he didn't want to talk about the old lady.
I said this.
That was the story that he sent. Last thing, and this is really a quick one. Basically, Denver SWAT team showed up and they ransacked this woman's house looking for.
I'm talking about sweet lady.
Yeah, sweet old lady. She was really nice.
She was nice to the police that was there.
They ransacked her house and destroyed that motherfucker looking for an iPhone. But to be honest with you, that ain't even the worst case I've seen. There was actually another old lady. I think it was Denver, bro. The Denver team actually drove a SWAT truck through her house, my nigga. Through her house for a suspect that did run into there, but they drove it through her house to get that motherfucker. And didn't pay for any of the damages.
Oh no, you got me fucked all the way up.
Didn't pay for
you got me all the fucked.
Any of the damages.
I'm coming to live in your police department. What the fuck is you talking about? You might as well give me one of these motherfucking
pull up a kite.
Offices. Yeah, you got me fucked up.
Yeah, that ain't the first time. So for what happened to her, that's definitely fucked up. But I'm saying I've seen worse, nigga. They drove a SWAT truck, SWAT tank or whatever through her fucking crib, nigga. You can see it. Like they had pictures of a little blue tarp over everything. Somebody came out and put up some boards up. House destroyed, nigga. Didn't pay for any of that shit.
Yeah, man. I pray nothing like that happens to me. Because that situation, when I seen that lady and I saw how nice she was, bro, I said, man, please don't. And they fucked that lady house up, man. And the whole thing was behind a lost iPhone, dog. Yeah. And they got the warrant off a single ping.
A ping.
For the iPhone. Yeah, in the area. And they picked her fucking house. And I was about a SWAT team. Like, I want to know what the fuck was this iPhone connected to that you needed a SWAT team to come look for this lost iPhone. Listen, when I lose an iPhone, dog, I hope motherfuckers go look for that motherfucker like that too, bro.
Yeah. The thing is, man, is them niggas showed up looking like they was getting ready to go play Call of Duty or some shit. And that shit is always amazing to me, man, because these niggas be looking like they going to war. And y'all just supposed to be trying to catch people, bro.
Yeah. Clowns. Clowns.
I agree, man. All right.
Look, this nigga, look, he ready to get up right now.
All right,
This
man.
shit's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that bench look like it's hard.
Don't worry, man. When the money start coming in, man, we're going to get you all type of comfortable seats and lumbar support.
Hey, dog, stop trying to make me like, don't play me out to be
What the fuck?
God damn, this nigga, man.
I said I'm going to look out for you.
All right, appreciate it.
The disrespect.
In my own shit, man.
All right, man. Well, y'all, with that being said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We kept y'all here for 2 hours. We just, before we get out, do we want to give a top five before we...
Top five of what?
Top five power rankings. Do you have a top five on top of your head?
Nigga, off the rip.
Okay, all right. Hold on, wait. Before we get up out of here, though, because we're going to start running like maybe some sports segments, maybe after hours and some shit like that, but also we got some things in the work that y'all going to look forward to if you into sports, you know what I'm saying? All right, so real quick, reel off me your top five.
I'll probably say number 5, Buffalo Bills. Number 2.
Damn, at 5?
They got to be number 5.
Okay.
Number 2,
they do got some
go
holes.
ahead and say Dallas Cowboys. Number 3, Kansas City Chiefs.
Hold on, you said number 5, Buffalo Bills.
5 Bills, 4 Cowboys.
Okay, got you.
My bad if I fucked up.
You said 2.
3 Chiefs, 2 Cincinnati, and number 1, obviously.
Damn, you got Cincinnati at 2?
But they just beat the Chiefs.
Huh? I mean, yeah, but
they just beat the Chiefs, and we talking about we going on week 14. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And they beat them pretty. It wasn't lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they pretty much handled it.
Yeah.
The whole game. So I
don't know. I don't think Cincinnati's offensive line is strong enough to put them at number 2. I think you can win the game, but
line wasn't good last year. Then went to the Super Bowl.
Damn, that's an excellent point. But it's been real bad this year. My boy he's taking Andrew Luck type sacks.
Hey, they on a 4-game win streak.
Okay, all right.
They hemming it up now.
No, okay, all right. So I got Miami Dolphins at number 5, Buffalo Bills at number 4, Dallas at number 3, Chiefs at number 2, Eagles at number 1.
Who do you got winning MVP?
Don't shoot me, but if Jalen Waddle wouldn't have got hurt, I mean, not Jalen.
I would not.
I mean, not Jalen, but fuck, what's his name? You know, the nigga from Miami. Had he not got hurt, I think he might have been in the conversation.
Okay, but
I do think availability matters. But I do think Jalen Hurts is going to win MVP.
Okay,
I do think so. Like,
say less.
I think it's a foregone conclusion. Like, nobody else is like
it is, but they over here they making it seem like
they have to though. But I think they know that it's going to be like it's going to be a sweep. Like,
bro, this nigga put up 350 rushing.
Yeah, dog. Like,
and then the next week put up 350 passing.
Yeah, like easily. You know what I'm saying?
To
like,
be honest,
Josh Allen was the favorite had they not had, those losses, especially to Detroit.
He's played
no, they beat Detroit, right?
Jalen Hurts, and obviously I'm an Eagles fan, but Jalen Hurts has played a perfect
No. He's definitely been great.
Perfect season. All right, so we can just go ahead and drop this now because we're going to do this.
Okay.
We decided.
Right. Let them know.
December 24th, I'll be out in Dallas to go to the Cowboys-Eagles game.
I'll be in Austin.
On the way back from the game, I would want to say approximately, I think we said 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 6, 7 o'clock.
We're going to go ahead and get on Instagram Live.
Probably 7 because the game probably would still be at 6, right?
Yeah. We're going to get on Instagram Live. We'll probably chop it up for about a minimum of about an hour, I would guess, maybe 2, depending on what it's like. And we'll have different topics. We'll talk about the whole NFL. We'll talk about, post-game reactions and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we'll get into it. I think we're going to try to pop off some things for 2023. So please tune in.
Tune in for sure because content's going to be dope. Sports takes is definitely, I fucks with sports takes because like, that's when, you get I feel like I'm at my best when I'm talking sports because like, to me, I just love to hear other people's opinions and shit. And Vince, you gonna get on? You don't be in it like that. Nah, bro.
That's y'all thing.
Nigga, who don't get in this money? Nigga tripping. All right.
Hey, listen, I might do it. Not 23. I might do it for 24. I just think I've been so fucking removed from that shit, dog. I don't even want to get on there faking, man.
Bugging, nigga. All you had to do is watch games, nigga.
I'm saying,
no. It's what's up. But yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because sports, I wanted to start a sport podcast too. But you know what I'm saying? I can never get anybody else to do that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? So in which case, that shit'll be lit.
It was supposed to already been up and running. You know what I'm saying?
That's the shit I used to get on them niggas about. But
Yeah. We got a pretty dope name. We're gonna try to see if we can hold on to it. So
that shit's lit. Okay, y'all. Well, we thank you for tuning in again. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I think we're gonna do one more episode, then we'll break for the holidays, and then we'll officially drop the YouTube channel.
The Great
podcast,
Deliberators.
We out.